It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Cowboys and the Jags. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 3 catches, 93 yards, and a score.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Lawrence, now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Cowboys had 10-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Prescott now, option right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. And a chance to maybe overcome it if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They go play action with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. No gain on the play there, second down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 95 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Play action now, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. On third down, Robinson, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his left. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now great. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott, dancing away at the 35, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 42-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10. At their own 27. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run the draw here with Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Inside give to Elliott. He juked him. Boy, 100. yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Lawrence on the move to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point tacked on by Romo as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 211 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high ends.